This is Michael Popak with the Legal AF YouTube channel. Let me pop Donald Trump's balloon right now. Longtime chairman and CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, has not endorsed Donald Trump for president. Now, you wouldn't know that to look at Donald Trump's social media posts because he got all excited on his flyover campaigning in Georgia. And he or somebody in his campaign posted a picture of Jamie Dimon on Truth Social underneath it with breaking news, a siren alert. Jamie Dimon has endorsed Donald Trump. Only one major problem. Immediately, Jamie Dimon and the bank, JP Morgan Chase, refuted, denied that he had endorsed anybody. In fact, Jamie Dimon has remained generally neutral. I mean, he really supported Nikki Haley, and Donald Trump remembers that. He really wanted Nikki Haley to be endorsed and embraced by Wall Street. And that didn't quite happen, as we know. But he has not donated to Donald Trump. He has not donated to Kamala Harris, and he has not taken it aside, and he's going to stay on the sidelines. But it hasn't stopped Donald Trump from creating fake news. It's already been retweeted 3,500 times, 11,000 likes. The only problem, it is utterly false. And how do I know that? Because the bank issued a statement within moments of Donald Trump posting it and said, yeah, he didn't endorse Donald Trump. Now, there's a little bit of truthiness to it. That's why it probably took off when Donald Trump falsely posted it. Wouldn't be hard. Whoever posted it knew that Jamie Dimon had not endorsed him. And when you get an endorsement from somebody, it's not, you don't mistake it. The guy or the person sends you an email or makes a phone call with you, something that leads you to say that I have your endorsement. And they don't care in Trump world. And in Trump world, what they're conflating is that several months ago at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Jamie Dimon raised quite a few eyebrows when he seemed to be complimenting or stroking Donald Trump and his ego. He said something like he was basically right about NATO, was he? Undermining our longstanding economic and military relationship with our allies. He was sort of right about immigration. In what way was he sort of right about immigration, Jamie? He grew the economy. Let's hold that thought for a minute. This guy's supposed to be chief economist. If I had stock in Chase, I'd be selling it right now. His tax relief worked. His tax reform worked. And he was sort of right on China. I mean, but Jamie Dimon was sort of wrong on all those items. Let's just take the economy for a minute. And you would hope that the nation's leading banker, who's been leading successfully JP Morgan Chase, would know better. Let's talk about the economy under Donald Trump. The economy lost 3 million jobs under Donald Trump. I mean, there's no way about it. We just got a new employment numbers in for the Biden-Harris administration, and they're up by a lot. 300,000 more new jobs, millions of jobs created over the course of almost 4 years of this administration. Why people continue to think that job creation is done more with Republicans and Democrats, I have no idea. Going all the way back to Clinton until now, by a lot, Democrats make more jobs. Democrats are better stewards of the economy, and they're better at sharing the wealth in an economy, not through a socialist, Marxist way, but just making sure it's an economy that works for everybody. There's always going to be the rich, the super rich, the billionaires, the trillionaires, always going to be that. It's just making sure through economic and tax policy that the middle and the bottom of our society are not living in poverty, have what they need. Let's go through the numbers. Jamie Dimon and the phony endorsement. 3 million jobs lost, 6.3% unemployment rate. We're hovering around 3% at this point. 40% increase in the trade deficit under Donald Trump. An increase in uninsured Americans for healthcare at 3 million. Donald Trump talks a lot on the campaign about, I would scrap Obamacare. Obamacare is terrible. We have to get rid of it and replace it. Replace it with what? Go look at his Project 2025. Go look at his platform. Go look at J.D. Vance. There is no plan under Donald Trump to address uninsured Americans, and they number in the tens of millions. And under Donald Trump, when he had 4 years of an opportunity as the president of the United States, uninsured Americans increased by 3 million. 3 million people didn't have insurance. And then the debt, the national debt, listen to this number, increased by $14 trillion. $14 trillion in the 4 years under Donald Trump, primarily because of those tax cuts that Jamie Dimon likes so much. Now, Jamie Dimon is no idiot. Many people that come out of JP Morgan Chase or Goldman Sachs on Wall Street, they try to end up as Treasury secretaries. They like that. If they can't get Treasury Secretary, maybe the Council of Economic Advisors, something, or maybe the Office of Budget, or something else that relates to the economy, maybe the Federal Reserve. Jamie Dimon is no secret that he wants to be a Treasury Secretary. Could he be Treasury Secretary under Kamala Harris? I don't know. It depends if Kamala Harris believes that he would be a good Treasury Secretary, right for the economy, calm Wall Street, and help Main Street. Maybe. But at the rate he's going, I'm not blaming Jamie Dimon for this hot take. He's not the one that falsely posted an endorsement. In fact, I give him a lot of credit because the bank came out immediately with its PR department and said, that's phony and false. And when Donald Trump was approached, he looked completely clueless, coming off a plane and campaigning. And they said, oh, Mr. Trump, your social media posted an endorsement by Jamie Dimon, and with an alert that Jamie Dimon had endorsed Trump. That's a lie. He said, well, I don't know anything about that. They said, well, it's a lie. It's not true. The bank's totally retracted it and said that didn't happen. And he said, well, somebody's impersonating him then. Well, that's Donald Trump's best. Somebody duped his campaign. Is that what happened? We'll get to the bottom of what happened. Maybe the Iranians hacked his social media account and posted it to make him look bad. I don't know. But the problem is, more people will think that Jamie Dimon actually endorsed him because of the way social media and viralness works than will understand by the time they wake up in the morning that was fake. This is a campaign, Trump and J.D. Vance, that will publicly announce that they will make up stories and memes in order to get attention. They know that the Haitian community, hardworking Haitian community, working community, proud community in Springfield, Ohio, is not a reflection of a failed immigration or border policy. It's actually a reflection of one that's working quite well in a dignified way that will generate and create new patriotic, industrious U.S. citizens in the future. They know that. But to make a cheap political point, that's what we're watching. They're using hurricane and creating and fomenting fear and discontent among those who have suffered the most in a natural disaster in order to score cheap political points. Doing the same thing with the proud Haitian working community. And as I said in another hot take up on this new Legal AF channel, free subscribe, by the way, as long as we're here. Help us get to 120,000 by October. At the rate we're going, we're going to get there. We're going to hit 150,000 free subscribers this weekend with your help after only 3 weeks. But the open up your refrigerator. The blueberries, the strawberries, the poultry, the turkey on your table for Thanksgiving most likely came from hardworking Haitians here under some immigration status, either TPS or one of the statuses that is reserved for dirty jobs that Americans don't want to do. We actually have an immigration status related to that. That is thank a Haitian. I think Kamala Harris should run a thank a Haitian, thank an immigrant, right? What's the line from Hamilton? Immigrants get the job done. It's not what we're watching. But to Donald Trump to score cheap political points, he punches down at people who are disenfranchised already because they're not American citizens and can't vote yet, and takes it out on the Haitian people. And while he's doing that, he's busy touting falsely the story that Jamie Dimon and Wall Street supports him. Now, I get that some Wall Street people have rallied around Donald Trump. They certainly did it before Kamala Harris got in the race. And then I think once she did, and has run a flawless campaign that we've been watching since the moment that Joe Biden decided not to run for re-election, a flawless campaign for which he should be rewarded with the presidency and will be rewarded with the presidency. Since that day, some on Wall Street, I am sure, have had buyer's remorse about siding with Trump against what they thought would be Biden now that they see Kamala Harris. There are plenty of people on Wall Street that have rallied around Donald Trump. They rallied around him last time in 2016, that were in his administration. Steve Mnuchin, sort of a Wall Street private equity guy, Treasury Secretary. Wilbur Ross, an 80-year-old billionaire, industrialist, head of commerce. They're used to it. His current head of his transition team, co-head with Linda McMahon, whose claim to fame is that she's married to the McMahon family, who runs World Wrestling Federation. She's the other part of the transition team for Donald Trump, should he get anywhere near the White House. The other side of it is a Wall Street guy, a Wall Street self-professed titan who I used to work for. So there is a group on Wall Street that have rallied around him. He's still conducting business. He's still getting into bed in the cryptocurrency world, trying to sell cryptocurrency, trying to sell gold coins and silver coins and gold watches and Bibles and sneakers while he runs for the presidency. And falsely tell people that some pillars of our society may not agree with Jamie Dimon, and I certainly don't about his Davos comments about the success of Donald Trump, but he has been successful as a chairperson of one of the major financial institutions in America. Another example here on this hot take of Donald Trump lying. He doesn't care that he's got caught in a lie. Oh, well, that wasn't him? Oh, that was somebody else. It's still up, by the way, last I looked. At this recording, late at night, it's still up because he doesn't care. Because if it changes one person's vote, I don't know where. Oh, Jamie Dimon? Oh, Jamie Dimon's supporting him. Oh, then I'll finally get off the fence and vote for Donald Trump. He's scrounging around for any kind of good news to compensate for this powerful presentation of evidence consisting of the testimony of 70 different people that all used to work for Donald Trump, including his lawyers, who have cooperated, willingly or otherwise, with Jack Smith against Donald Trump in the new brief that just got filed in the D.C. election interference case. If you read that cover to cover, you can't come away with any other conclusion than Donald Trump is guilty of those crimes. And then I'd like to be able to tell you what Donald Trump's retort was to that. What is his response? He must have a massive opposing brief with lots of evidence. He may. But he's decided that he doesn't want to show it to anybody because he probably has nothing. So he's going to file it because he asked the judge to after the election. What does that tell you? I got nothing, is what that tells you, including fake endorsements of Jamie Dimon. We'll continue to follow all of the missteps, all of the slips on the banana peel, all of the lying to the American people by Donald Trump and his family as they try to prevaricate their way to the White House. Kind of reminds me of Melania Trump just a couple of days ago, who decided it was perfect timing to draw stark contrast with her husband and claim that she alone is the defender of women's rights in this country. My body, my choice. Not with your husband, it's not. And not with his official policy over which you have no control, obviously. You, Melania, are a second-class citizen in your marriage, and American women are a second-class citizen in this country because of Donald Trump, his policies, and his Supreme Court. So they can lie and grift all they want, but I still trust the American people to see through it and do the right thing and vote for the only legitimate adult party in this country that's left to protect our constitutional republic, our rule of law, and the institutions that we hold dear, and that is the Democratic Party, blue all the way through, top to bottom. So you're here already on Legal AF MTN, our new YouTube channel. We had so much to talk about at the intersection of law and politics that Midas Touch and Legal AF got together and said, we need another channel to capture it all that I'm curating and I'm the executive producer for right here. Free subscribe. Help us get to that magic number for this weekend, 200,000, or at least before Halloween. So until my next hot take and podcast and Legal AF exclusive content, I'm Michael Popak, and I'm reporting. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.